Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Country's first regional rapid transit system launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Sahibabad in Uttar Pradesh. Regional rapid train service for general public to be operational from tomorrow. President Droupadi Murmu appeals to youth to work in the direction of becoming a demographic dividend. Filing of nominations end for assembly elections in Mizoram and first phase in Chhattisgarh. Israeli Foreign Minister Eli Cohen and ambassadors from countries whose citizens have been abducted by Hamas call for their immediate release. Dhordo village of Gujarat gains global recognition as one of best tourism villages awarded by United Nations World Tourism Organization. And in the ICC Cricket World Cup, Australia set a target of 368 runs for Pakistan in Bengaluru. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the country's first regional rapid transit system RRTS at Sahibabad in Uttar Pradesh today. He inaugurated the priority section of the RRTS corridor, which will cover the distance of 17 kilometers connecting Sahibabad to Duhai depot, with stations at Ghaziabad, Guldhar and Duhai on the way. Mr. Modi flagged off the Rapid X train connecting Sahibabad to Duhai depot, marking the launch of RRTS in India. This is the country's first Rapid X train, which will be known as Namo Bharat. Mr. Modi boarded the regional rapid train and interacted with the co-passengers who shared their experiences, including on how this train service will have a positive impact on their lives. The service for the general public will be operational from tomorrow. The Prime Minister also dedicated to the nation two stretches of east-west corridor of Bengaluru Metro by Appanahalli to Krishnarajapura and Kengeri to Chalaghatta. Addressing a public program in Sahibabad, the Prime Minister said India's first rapid rail service, Namo Bharat train, is defining the new journey and new resolutions of New India.
आज पूरे देश के लिए एक ऐतिहासिक क्षण है। आज भारत की पहली रैपिड रेल सेवा नमो भारत ट्रेन राष्ट्र को समर्पित हो रही है। भारत ट्रेन में आधुनिकता भी है, गति भी है, अद्भुत स्पीड भी है। ये नमो भारत ट्रेन नए भारत के नए सफर और नए संकल्पों को परिभाषित कर रही है।
Mr. Modi said from the driver to all the employees in this new train are women.
इस नई ट्रेन में ड्राइवर से लेकर तमाम कर्मचारी महिलाएं हैं, हमारे देश की बेटियां हैं। ये भारत की नारी शक्ति के बढ़ते कदम का प्रतीक है।
The Prime Minister said by the end of this decade, the combination of Amrit Bharat, Vande Bharat and Namo Bharat will represent transformation of Indian railways into a modernized system. President Droupadi Murmu has appealed to youths to work in the direction of becoming a demographic dividend. Addressing the third convocation ceremony of the Central University at Gaya in Bihar today, the President said with education and knowledge, youths can play a greater role in all fields. On the occasion, the President mentioned that India is all set to become the third biggest economy in the world, and youth can play a crucial role in achieving this feat.
भारत विश्व की पांचवी सबसे बड़ी तथा सबसे तेज गति से आगे बढ़ने वाली मेजर इकोनॉमी है। शीघ्र ही विश्व की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनने का हमारा राष्ट्रीय लक्ष्य है। इस लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने में हमारी युवा पीढ़ी का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान होगा।
The President expressed her concern about the adverse effects of climate change. She also appealed to people to adopt a lifestyle commensurate with minimum use of natural resources and their conservation. The President emphasized that the rich heritage of India can be used for the welfare of the world. A total of 26 crore Ayushman cards have been created under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana ABPMJAY so far. The flagship scheme ABPMJAY, being implemented by the National Health Authority, provides health cover of 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization to 12 crore beneficiary families. Union Health Ministry in a statement said Ayushman card creation is the most fundamental activity under Ayushman Bharat, and concerted efforts are being continuously made to ensure every beneficiary has the Ayushman card. The filing of nominations for single-phase assembly elections in Mizoram and for the first phase of assembly polls in Chhattisgarh ended this evening. In Mizoram, all 40 constituencies, and in Chhattisgarh, 20 out of a total of 90 constituencies will go to polls on the 7th of next month. The scrutiny of nominations in both states will take place tomorrow, while the last date for withdrawal of nominations is the 23rd of this month. Our Raipur correspondent reports that political activities have intensified in Chhattisgarh.
All the political parties are leaving no stone unturned to woo the voters. Senior BJP leaders and Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur addressed public meetings in Bijapur today, while Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandviya addressed public meetings in Dantewada and Narayanpur. Apart from this, both the union ministers also participated in the nomination rallies of BJP candidates in these assembly constituencies. Addressing an election rally at Bijapur, Union Information Broadcasting and Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said that the Modi government has started Akashvani news bulletins in tribal dialects of Gondi and Halbi to respect the sentiments of the tribal population. On the other hand, State Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel today addressed an election meeting in Jagdalpur and highlighted the achievements of his government. Vikalp Shukla, Akashvani News, Raipur.
In Mizoram, a total of 174 candidates filed their nomination till the last day of nomination. Chief Minister Zoramthanga was the most prominent face to file his nomination as a nominee of the ruling Mizo National Front MNF from Aizawl East 1. With the end of the nomination period, hectic campaigning is taking place across the state, with political parties trying to woo the voters. More from our correspondent.
Assembly elections in Mizoram assume significance this year as the fight is going to be a multi-corner contest. In the past, the fight was mostly between the Congress and the Mizo National Front. In this election, the BJP, Congress, the ruling Mizo National Front, the Zoram People's Movement, the new entrant Aam Aadmi Party are putting up candidates for the assembly polls. Besides, a good number of independent candidates are also fighting the election. More importantly, more than 10 women candidates have filed their nomination. Gingante, Akashvani News, Aizawl.
The BJP Central Election Committee meeting is underway at party headquarters in Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP President JP Nadda, Union Ministers Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and other senior party leaders are attending the meeting. During the meeting, the Central Election Committee is expected to finalise the names of BJP candidates for the upcoming state elections in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Israel's Minister of Foreign Affairs Eli Cohen and 22 ambassadors and diplomats from countries whose citizens have been abducted by Palestinian terrorist outfit Hamas have called for their immediate release. They also demanded permit visits by the International Red Cross to the abducted people to verify their conditions. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Cohen said the release of the abducted people is Israel's foremost priority. During the meeting, Minister Cohen emphasized the determination of the coalition to use their collective influence to exert significant international pressure on Hamas for the return of all abducted citizens. Earlier, U.S. President Joe Biden had declared support for Israel in its fight against terrorism. As the conflict escalates, more than 1,400 Israelis have died. Since the Hamas assault began in Gaza, the death toll has risen to 3,785. The External Affairs Ministry today said the state of India's bilateral relations, the much higher number of Canadian diplomats in India, and their continued interference in the country's internal affairs warrant a parity in mutual diplomatic presence in New Delhi and Ottawa. The ministry said in a statement that New Delhi has been engaged with the Canadian side on this matter over the last month in order to work out the details and modalities of its implementation. It said India's actions in implementing this parity are fully consistent with Article 11.1 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. Dhordo village in Kutch district of Gujarat has gained global recognition as one of the best tourism villages awarded by United Nations World Tourism Organization. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today hailed the Dhordo village for its achievement. In a social media post, Mr. Modi said he is thrilled to see Dhordo in Kutch being celebrated for its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. The Prime Minister said this honour not only showcases the potential of Indian tourism but also the dedication of the people of Kutch in particular. He hoped that Dhordo continues to shine and attract visitors from around the world. More from our correspondent.
Dhordo, a small village with a population of less than 10,000 located in Great Rann of Kutch, is a region with extremely high climatic conditions. The tourism potential of the beautiful and vast white desert was totally unexplored until then Chief Minister Narendra Modi made Dhordo a venue for Ranotsav, a desert festival which is held between November to February. The Ranotsav has single-handedly taken Dhordo's tourism to the new heights and played a big role in the economic upliftment of the people. The 4 months long Ranotsav has helped rural people to showcase and conserve their unique natural and cultural resources, variety of handicraft, cultural diversity and culinary traditions before the world. In 2022, more than 1 lakh people, including nearly 7,400 foreign tourists, visited Dhordo during Ranotsav. The state government, along with the participation of villagers, has taken various policy initiatives to conserve and sustainably use its limited resources. The government is also giving financial incentives to the investors in construction of bunga as lodging to promote tourism. Dhordo's impeccable contribution in preserving its local culture, cuisine and landscape and the economic upliftment of the people has helped the village to achieve the Best Tourism Village Award. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
The 5-day-long Durga Puja celebration began today with Mahashashti Puja at temples across the country amid festivity and religious fervour. The celebration began with unveiling the face of the Durga idol on Kalparombo in the temples in the morning. It will culminate on Tuesday on the occasion of Vijayadashami with the immersion of the idols of Goddess Durga in rivers and other water bodies. On the occasion, entire West Bengal is adorned with a festive mood. Rituals of worshipping Goddess Durga are being observed in the pandals and in a large number of households. Durga Puja festivities have reached a new crescendo at Silchar in Assam. More from our correspondent.
After 2 years of pandemic followed by a devastating year of 2 successive floods, Durga Puja is back as the biggest festival in the Barak Valley of South Assam. The people have started celebrating even before Panchami, whereas the formal worship starts only from the Shashti, that is the 6th day after Mahalaya, which is today. Durga Puja has got a history of more than 4 centuries in Barak Valley, which was earlier a part of Kachari Kingdom as well as Bengal till 1874. Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma himself would come down to Barak Valley tomorrow to take part in the festivals of Kachar and Hailakandi. The deity of Durga is often seen here even in several tribal incarnations as well. The Dimasa Manipuri, Vishnupriya Manipuri, Rangmai Naga and other tribes of Barak Valley adopted the deity of Durga, adorning her with their own tribal attires. Shashwati Bhattacharjee, Akashvani, Silchar.
In the ICC Cricket World Cup, Australia have set a target of 368 runs for Pakistan in Bengaluru. Put into bat, Australia scored 367, losing 9 wickets in the stipulated 50 overs. For Australia, David Warner scored 163 off 124 balls, while Mitchell Marsh made 121 off 108 balls. In reply, Pakistan were 232 for 2 in 34.3 overs a short while ago. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Country's first regional rapid transit system launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Sahibabad in Uttar Pradesh. Regional rapid train service for general public to be operational from tomorrow. President Droupadi Murmu appeals to youths to work in the direction of becoming a demographic dividend. Filing of nominations ends for assembly elections in Mizoram and first phase in Chhattisgarh. Israeli Foreign Minister Eli Cohen and ambassadors from countries whose citizens have been abducted by Hamas call for immediate release. Dhordo village of Gujarat gains global recognition as one of the best tourism villages awarded by United Nations World Tourism Organization. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.